Oh, it's horse beef, and Arman Tsarukyan is on a masterful media run right now. He's completely switching around public perception of himself in real time, and we're witnessing it. He's showing his personality, and surely, there's no way to deny him now, because it seems like the only thing separating Arman Tsarukyan from the title picture is star power, and he's finally putting his resources, his seemingly unlimited resources, to use. And like I said, showing his personality, and the man is chill as fuck. He's chill as fuck. All of like the forced skits and all that, trying to call for a title shot, wasn't working out for him. People like myself were criticizing him for it. And now we have nothing to say. Not only is Arman Tsarukyan clearly the best guy at 155 other than Ilia Topuria if he's in the picture, but he's also one of the funniest dudes and has one of the most interesting and endearing personalities in the weight class, in the UFC even. Just watching him react to certain situations, being unbothered by everything, it's hilarious. It's hilarious to watch him on this Matan podcast. Now, I'm not too aware of the lore of this podcast. I'm aware of the format. Like, I have seen a couple of his interviews with certain people, and it could be funny. But with Arman Tsarukyan, it feels like he carried the entire interview just with his reactions, because he wasn't really giving this Matan dude much to work with. And if you're not giving this interviewer anything to work with, that interview format can be quite grating and just kind of get annoying and forceful at a certain point, which I get that is the point of the format, maybe just trying to make his guests uncomfortable in some sort of way. However, Arman being so unbothered, yeah, like I said, completely brought the interview down, but he carries it with his interaction with Mike, who is the co-host, I guess. Maybe he's a character on the podcast. If you guys are avid Matan viewers, then please shed some light on who the fuck this guy is. But his interactions with this dude and his sheer fascination with this guy brought me to tears laughing.
He's doing it on purpose or just...
He has a big brain issue. It's
No,
something wrong with his brain.
When he does this thing, what does it mean? He's just, he can talk. He's just doing on purpose this shit for sure. No, this is bullshit house. Bro.
Okay. Well, it's beautiful because...
It looks like his house.
Well, this is way better than whatever he has. But look, we have lights coming out of the ceiling. Isn't that kind of cool?
This guy is... do you give him food or no?
Give him something to eat. Like, I have a bag of chips over there I can give him.
He needs to gain weight.
He's skinny?
Too skinny. Yeah.
Why don't you find out where your opponent is?
I don't give a fuck.
He said if
You gotta write something simple. Yeah.
he's not even able to speak. He's an idiot.
No, he's not idiot, man. Talk! Got a question that I can understand, right? What's his name?
Mike.
Mike. You like Ferrari? Do you like Ferrari? No? It's fucking... Brother. How he does these things? Yeah.
Alright, well, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Давай.
If you see Longneck outside, do me a favor and take him out for me.
You see, he's strong. Can I break him?
I mean, the fucking combination between like fear, bewilderment, but also like genuine concern for this guy. Like, he doesn't know whether he's joking or not, and he doesn't know like whether this Matan guy is lying about his origins, whether he is a homeless person or not. So Arman shows genuine concern for his physical well-being, and that's kind of sick. That's kind of sick. He even like offers to like buy him clothes at some point during this fucking thing, like, constantly asking if the guy gets fed properly. Dude, just straight comedy gold between Arman Tsarukyan and Mike. But aside from that, there were actually some questions that pertain to Arman Tsarukyan being iced out by the UFC, so let's get into those as well.
A lot of people speculated that you pulled out of the fight against Islam Makhachev because you couldn't make weight. Is that true?
That's not true.
That's what people say. So what's the real reason?
Back injured.
But I saw the video of you the day before. You were rolling around on your head. You were doing the crazy moves.
Yeah, maybe that's why I hurt my back after that.
You think that's what hurt it?
Probably yes.
And you think that might be part of the reason why he hasn't given you the title shot yet? Because you pulled out of that?
Yes.
And how many more fights do you think you have to do before he gives you the fight?
I don't know. I hope the next one is going to be for the title.
Now, I still stand on the fact that he deserved to be iced out for pulling out at the last second and essentially ruining that main event, right? That was so long at this point, and he's fought again since then, beat Dan Hooker. There's no reason the man should be iced out like this, especially when he just passes the eye test of flying colors. We can all see the level of skill that he's operating at on the feet and especially on the ground. There's no reason to deny Arman Tsarukyan the title shot after all of this, and that's why this media campaign is so important for him, because Arman Tsarukyan, like, we all knew, like, anybody who's tapped into the sport any sort of a way understands how good the man is, but like, despite his name, he's only really popular among MMA fans. He didn't really transcend that whatsoever. But now you can't really go on YouTube without seeing Arman Tsarukyan's face plastered all over the place. And for good reason, because the man's entertaining as shit to watch. He's garnering himself an even larger fan base than he may have had previously, and he's putting himself in prime position to fight for the belt. Because Arman this whole time has been trying to get by on merit, and I feel like he's finally clued into the fact that the UFC is in fact not a meritocracy. It is far from that. And it hasn't been that way for a long time. The number next to his name, he was banking a whole lot on that, and he realizes that it's all about attention, it's all about eyeballs. Paddy Pimblett, despite his low skill level and dog shit resume, is fighting for a belt. I mean, Arman Tsarukyan has a win over Charles Oliveira. That alone shits all over Paddy Pimblett's entire resume. And I feel like holding that pullout over Arman Tsarukyan's head to this day is just a whole lot of nonsense, man. At this point, it is. I'm convinced that everyone trying to keep Arman out of the title picture is like one of these weird, eat the rich weirdos, right? Trying to keep him out of the title picture simply because he already has money and everyone perceives him as a spoiled rich kid, which, yeah, sure, maybe he is. Maybe he's a spoiled rich kid. It's tough not to be spoiled when you grow up with a billionaire fucking father, right? You don't exactly choose your circumstances. He was dealt the right cards, but people try and, I guess, take away from him because of that. But despite all of that, right, he still works hard as shit, has a crazy physique, which displays his hard work, of course, and is a high-level fighter, one of the highest-level fighters in the sport, matter of fact. Has paid his dues and earned his spot, man. He really went through murderer's row to get where he is now, yet he's being passed up by Paddy fucking Pimblett and Justin Gaethje. And I believe that Arman Tsarukyan having money in the family really does contribute to Dana White's treatment of his, because knowing that Arman is not exactly in need of money signals to Dana White that he cannot just dick around with him and nickel and dime him, you know what I mean, and manipulate him in that sort of way. You know what I mean? Dana White has spoken many, many times about how money ruins fighters, which explains exactly why they're still offering up these like 10 to win contracts and all of this nonsense. And Dana White, he most definitely has a point with that, right? Like there's that famous quote that I'm definitely going to be getting wrong here, so I'll paraphrase, right? But it's tough to wake up and work hard when you're waking up in silk sheets or whatever it is. I know for a fact I got it wrong, but I'm pretty certain that it was Marvin Hagler who said it. But it rings very true. However, it doesn't exactly excuse the way that fighters are treated in certain instances. But now let's jump off that particular topic and get into some of the other funny moments which have taken place during Arman Tsarukyan's media run.
How do you say thank you in Armenian?
He's Armenian.
I'm not Armenian.
No.
How they say?
What the hell?
I'm sorry. Okay, Russian.
He's a Russian. He's Indian. He's Indian. Pakistani Indian. I don't know.
And I only have one complaint about all of this shit. It's just the fact that I have to watch these douchey streamers like Neon and Aiden Ross and all these people just like to get to the good funny stuff. I have to actually put up with these really weird personalities. Like, I don't understand. Can somebody please shed some light on what the appeal of in real life streaming is? I really don't understand it, living vicariously through these fucking broccoli headed individuals. I don't really get it. I know that Neon doesn't have broccoli hair, but he has the mind and the displays the behavior of a broccoli assassin, so therefore he is a broccoli head by proxy. I don't give a fuck what you say, regardless of the haircut. It does not matter. So I have to say fuck you, Arman, for making me watch this shit. However, that's fucking hilarious. Making fun of Indian people these days seems to be like a guaranteed laugh every single time, and everybody collectively just agrees with it.
I wish I could have your hair, brother. You have great hair.
You like pink your hair? You like color your hair, huh?
Yeah, bro, I wanted to look more like manly. I think this...
Manly?
Yeah. What do you think?
No, this is gay shit.
Huh? Are you serious? I look gay?
This is gay shit. Bro,
Girls like this.
This?
Could not agree more with Arman here. It is absolutely gay to dye your hair as a man or really like worry about your appearance to this extent. I 100% agree with Arman. It is so gay, and the feminization of men is very widespread at this point. It really is. I know it's not the topic at hand here, but I'm glad that Arman is out here doing the Lord's work and letting Neon know that dyeing your hair is in fact gay. But Arman was also on Aiden Ross's stream, as I said earlier, but the part I would like to focus on in particular was just his interactions with MMA Guru, because those were quite interesting.
Of course, brother. No headbutt,
No, nothing. You're not gonna jump, you know?
No, UFC told me I gotta like be the best boy. Sure.
Arman, I gotta be honest. I've been critical of you online.
What you did?
Yeah, I said you've been inactive, so therefore it makes sense that you didn't get a title shot.
Okay, wait.
I just can't be fake nice to you if I've been saying stuff.
Okay, wait.
You know? Oh, he's putting him back on.
I want to say real quick, dude, I respect MMA Guru for just outright saying it's Arman Tsarukyan. Like, I don't believe that he had anything to worry about. Honestly, Arman seems pretty chill. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy, despite like throwing a punch at a fan in the audience and headbutting Dan Hooker. Okay, come to think of it, maybe there was some risk to talking shit to Arman in person, but he didn't exactly talk shit. He was just being candid about the things he had said about him, and Arman takes it like a champ. But I respect the fact that MMA Guru like stood on that in the moment too, because he didn't have to say it, right? So I respect that. I think that was a good move from MMA Guru there.
Fuck, that was so close. 15, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
I got this single leg.
And I wanted to talk about this part here too, because people who are predisposed to hating MMA Guru, and I get hating him, like I can totally get it, right? His personality, he's brash and whatever, he talks shit. Who gives a fuck? I don't really care. It doesn't upset me. Like anything he says does not upset me. But I get it. Like, some people are fucking pussies nowadays, and of course they will be offended by what MMA Guru has to say. But taking this, when he had the courage, like he was on camera, he barely leaves his house, as he says, he barely even shows up in this type of setting, and he put himself out there, man, to be embarrassed. You know what I mean? He did put himself out there. Yeah, getting snapped down by someone half your size, right? Yeah, it's a bad look, I guess, on paper. However, Arman would have done that to like anybody, like 99% of the world population. Arman Tsarukyan would have done the same thing to them. So, guys, who gives a fuck that MMA Guru was snapped down by Arman Tsarukyan a few times? Just because he talks shit does not mean that he has to be a high-level wrestler. At the same time, like, everybody on the internet can share their opinion. It does not mean that you need to be an expert on said topic. You don't have to know how to do something to speak on something necessarily. You know, you can still have an understanding of the martial art without exactly being able to perform it, although being able to perform it would benefit you in some sort of a way. However, so many ex-UFC fighters are fucking shitty analysts and get picks wrong all the time. So I'm not too sure if that's a prerequisite, but people really do hold MMA Guru to such a high standard to the point where they will laugh at him for being thrown around by Arman Tsarukyan, of all people, as if that's some kind of a loss for him already. But that is conclude my thoughts on Arman Tsarukyan's legendary, generational, masterful media run that he's currently on right now. And I've definitely become a bigger fan of Arman Tsarukyan before, and I know people seem to think that I hate Arman, even though I always speak about him as the only guy at 155 who can actually challenge Ilia Topuria, although his pullout, yeah, it hurt his case 100%, and I agreed with that. But now, right after that last one with Dan Hooker, with Dana White saying that was the #1 contender fight, and now with him really forcing the issue with this media tour that he's going on, if he's still denied a title shot, man, in 2026, if I was Arman Tsarukyan, I would put all of the money and resources that I have into creating a competitor for the UFC. Probably wouldn't be successful, but just out of pure pettiness, I would do it. I would do it 100%. The Armenian Batman should do exactly that. But anyway, guys, let me know in the comment section below whether you agree, whether you disagree, what your thoughts are on Arman Tsarukyan showing his personality. Have you found yourself liking Arman Tsarukyan more since this media tour? Are you more endeared towards him? Do you hate him more than you used to? Just let me know whatever your thoughts are in the comment section below. And as always, guys, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one.